You're radical back to the big earthquake. And it's biggest news as that is. The bigger news is this. The frogs have been boiled nicely. How many times did I say this over the 10 years? When the mainstream fucking media is completely, it's criminal. It's fucking criminal. So the New York Times has broke the sacred oath. The first time in 10 years, there it is, right there in black and white. Triple nuclear energy meltdowns in the New York Times. Never been said. Not Washington Post, not CNN, not Operation Foxconn, none of them. The greatest event, the frogs have been... It's fucking criminal. Fuck. I was just looking at some photos and when I had a life before Fukushima happened, before I got cancer. You know, some photos in my big house, you know, everything, and my partners. Became very emotional. It's been that fucking hardcore for 10 years. The cover up of Fukushima, oh, that isn't responsible for anybody's cancer. Oh, isn't it? Oh, isn't it? Just remember this. CNN had boots on the ground in Fukushima. Anderson Vanderbilt Cooper himself. Sanjay Gupta, the practicing fucking neurosurgeon himself. I have neurosurgeons in my family. I run it by him. He break the hypocritical. Yeah, that's what he is. They're there. They're talking nuclear meltdowns with this Jim Walsh character back and forth. You know, they're panty painting. They're concerned, you know. They're like, whoa, are these... Should we get out? Should we get out? The wind was blowing out for the first 6 days. They got out. They mentioned Fukushima nuclear meltdown 1,000 times. Right out of Anderson Vanderbilt's mouth. Right out of... They come home. They're briefed. They haven't mentioned it since. Not for 10 fucking years! Think about the death they're responsible for. What? When the plume was going around the United States? Oh, you don't think that killed people? The fucking eating out of the Pacific Ocean, you don't think that killed people? I know for a fact it has. The spike in fucking cancer? COVID? Well. I've said it for years. I've done a lot of interviews and I says, well, they can't. They can't fucking say it. They can't say triple meltdowns because everybody's going to turn and sue them. Oh, they're going to fucking freak out. They say, where the fuck you been for 10 years? You're going to tell us 10 fucking years later these are triple meltdowns? It took Kevin Blanch, and fuck, I don't give a fuck about few counts at this point. I didn't give a fuck. I've been trolled. I've been kettled. I've been fucking slandered. I've been attacked. I've had guns in my face twice. While I'm in critical condition, fighting for my life in a fucking bone marrow transplant. You think I give a fuck about few counts at this point? Fucking destroyed my life. My fucking cancer bill's over $2 million fucking dollars. I had 30,000 shares of Tesla stock. I paid $32 for. That's before it's split 900. Do the math. I was uninsured. Fucking too blind to see the writing on the wall. Not ready for the fall. When a doctor looks you right in the fucking eyes. Go on the bone marrow transplant on 11/11 tells you get your affairs in order. Maybe 2 months. Next doctor tells you maybe 6 weeks. Not to mention, I survived. I don't know fucking how. 2017, the chemo was warm heart valve. My heart fails. Have no safety net. Can't see a doctor. My gallbladder. 2018 fucking. My whole fucking jaw and teeth fucking nightmare. To this day, I'm fighting. I have no safety net. I have no nothing. No insurance. I think there's fucking probably hundreds of thousands, well, there's millions of people that are fucking just dead. So we're going to ignore the reality. So post-Fukushima, tide pool's dead, everybody used to laugh at it. I go and walk the entire coast. How many fucking times have I fucking worked that coast with low tide? Prove to you the tide pools are dead. How much salmon fucking worked about it? The Pacific Ocean's collapsed 90 fucking % post-Fukushima. We're going to chalk that up to coincidence. 7.3 earthquake, oh, that's a B since But it's reported. This is New York Times. Coming up on the 10th anniversary of the triple nuclear meltdowns. They've never said it. How many times do you think I've said it? Anybody's watched this? They're all butthurt. Everybody's butthurt at me. The left never did take this on. The left just fucking, I'm going to be the next fucking Barry Antoinette Obama Richie. They never took it on. They just fucking went into denial and fucking laid down and fucking died. You know? Then the right. Oh, the right took it on. But then they drank the fucking Trump Kool-Aid and got indoctrinated. And when Alex Jones turned into the Trump cult. So you got billionaire socialists to the left. You got American manufactured fucking Jesus fucking hoping the fucking earth comes fucking crashing down and Jesus comes back and saves them. Fucking Trump Kool-Aid fucking drinkers. Grab her barb! That's evangelicals. That's the right. So here's the greatest event in human history. Oh, just 3 triple fucking meltdowns. Not to mention all the MOX fuel. Unit 1, 2, 3, 4 blown to smithereens. Takes 60 minutes, 3,000 days to tell you what Kevin Blanche told you in 1 hour. Takes the New York Times 3,626 fucking days to tell you what Kevin Blanche told you the first fucking hour to happen on March 11th. Every day I fought this. Every fucking day. I've proven it. One thing I've learned about the human psychic, proof doesn't mean anything to this, and fucking media? Fuck. CNN still hasn't said it. Washington Post still hasn't said it. New York Times breaks the sacred hallowed oath. You know, that's a solemn oath, you know, because it's a fucking religious cult to fucking the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate. How's it possible? We're afraid of nuclear meltdowns. We're scared to death of them. We spend billions of fucking trillions. What do you think the cooling towers are? What do you think all this. We're scared to death of them, rightfully so. Until they happen. See no nuclear energy evil. What a fucking commentary. What a synopsis. What a dissertation. What a investigation on the human psychic. I don't know, I guess I live in a fucking weird place. I guess I live in reality and truth. Oh, I've done this fucking 10 years. Destroyed my fucking life. Of course, I guess I'm a lot luckier than a lot of the people you don't even know how many people I've been involved with who died. I was in the bone marrow transplant center so fucking long. Too sick for a transplant that my social media fucking address were starting to show up as the East State Bone Marrow Transplant Center. Group I went in, there was 44 of us. I'm the only one left alive. Google Marshall Jensen's case. He's in the room next to me. International triathlete Nancy Peterson on the fucking other side of me. Carla Hennessy. Paul Winchester. Johnny from Arco. Dana, remember? Her brother went into the room video her. She was dying. Count your blessings. It's fucking criminal. What the media's done is fucking criminal. And the so-called alternative media, even more criminal. How can you take it on? How can you take it on and then just fucking drop it? Remember, never forget this. It took Kevin Blanche a year and a fucking half to convince anybody it was one fucking meltdown. One! I was screaming it was 3. It's 4, actually. Not to mention all the spent fuel, the MOX fuel, blood. Every fucking word I said on March fucking 11th. I was in the Energy Solutions dump site protesting Mike Lee bringing in the way. I've talked to Mitt Romney, it's online. I've talked to fucking every politician I have. My governor, both my senators, other people's senators. I've asked Trump about it. I asked Bernie Sanders about it. Nobody will fucking say nothing. 10 fucking years. 3,620. How many times? I want someone to answer me. Answer this. How many times you heard me say it? There's got to be a few people still watching. The ultimate broken record, Kevin Blanche. Millions. I've said it millions. The frogs will, they'll come out. They'll come out years later and tell you everything Kevin Blanche has fucking told you on day one. When it's too fucking late. How much death are they responsible for? I've said it for years. Not to mention, you think about the trolls they hired to slander. Here I am with a central line hanging out of me, with my chest split open. I have AML, fucking non-Hodgkin lymphoma. Couldn't have a transplant. I mean, there ain't no surprise. That's a 1%. You don't get more hardcore cancer. And they slander me, attack me. My own government fucking slanders, attack me. Fucking, you name it, they've done it to me. The trolls they hired on, all my work getting sent on free shutdown. All my work, fuck. I've been all over the world. My historic work in fucking Vienna. Fucking Copenhagen. Fuck. All the tide pool work, all the salmon fucking work, the work at New York, trying to fucking, the bank bailout status quo. I've fucking been right at the New York Times. I protested right in front of them, held my signs up for days, right there. Operation Foxconn News, all of them. This club, and how can it be? Is it possible? Everybody's going to say, oh yeah, yep. Fact. Post-Fukushima, the greatest acute collapse to an ecology in human history. More animals and more species, especially on the Pacific Ocean, all the way across this country, have collapsed and died in the last 10 years than the previous fucking 2 million combined. You're going to chalk it up to coincidence. Tide pools collapsed in 2012. Salmon is the smoking gun. My salmon works fucking empirical fucking data. I'm the only one scientist that had it right. I had it dead on. The vloggers and the spin doctors and whatever. No, I was talking to Tim today and I said, look, I really don't give a fuck if you count. Do you remember when you was in college and you was doing your postgraduate work and you'd, working on a dissertation and you dig through the research library and dig, pray for somebody in the goodness of their heart that loved the ecology, loved the whatever. I remember doing some work on the blue herons in Utah and just praying that somebody had done some work, and I found this woman who was just loved the environment, who would document it up there in the canyon in the cottonwoods in Echo, and she had this little paper, and she had it documented, and she put it in the Stewart Library. I found it. That's all I am anymore. It's what I am. I'm a thing that will be viewed in the future, that will look back and be researched and say, he gave his fucking whole being, his whole life. Maybe that was why I didn't die. Maybe, because so much of me feels like I did fucking die. But looking back at I had those pictures when I graduated, my big, beautiful fucking house and my beautiful fucking life I worked so hard for. Self-made guy on everything. My art, my fucking loves, all my passions. I had a lot of them. I was looking at them fucking pre the fucking meltdowns. Got very emotional. God. I think there's a lot of people that think like I do and feel like I do. How the fuck can you even say fucking... I knew this day would come. I knew it would come. I didn't think it would take, 3,626. But I knew one day it would come. And how are you going to react, Kevin? Everybody says, oh, it'll never come because it never happened. You're full of shit, Kevin Blanche. These aren't meltdowns. That's all I heard for years. They're not fucking meltdowns. Gunderson told me that. Helen Caldecott told me that. Chris Busby fucking told me that. Fucking professors told me that. Marine biologists told me that. Multiple media sources told me. Politicians told me that. you're fucking full of shit. You're fucking, they didn't happen. There's no meltdowns. How am I going to react, Kevin, when mainstream media comes out and finally comes out of denial and admits they never got a handle on? Never happened before. We're so afraid of nuclear fucking meltdowns until they happen. Fuck Obama, Barry Antoinette, oh fuck. And then we get fucking Trump on a beat, fucking just cover all the chances he had. Now we got sliding with fucking Biden. Renamed Gina McCarthy, who crashed redneck the fucking day it happened. I always wondered how I'd react. It's like I always felt like when I came out of the bone marrow transplant, fucking, but it went on for so long. Where would it be that I finally let it all out emotionally? Would it be in New York City? You know, would it be, you know, fighting for the likes of Danielle Willard? Would it be in front of the White House at the Peace Vigil? Would it be in the fucking streets of, would it be at the Blanche Box in Vienna? Can't talk to politicians anymore. Can't even go to the hearings anymore. Where would it be that you'll finally break down and this burden will come off you? Where would it be? And it's just gone on and on and on. I've always wondered how I'd react. This is it. This is the first time it's ever been said. I don't know how to react. You know, I told the guy today, a girl that I was talking to, this has been so long of friends. I used to hang out with her mom. Now I'm visiting with her. I mean, this is how long it's gone. Her grown woman with children daughter. I'm like, fuck, has it really been this time warp? Everybody used to just fucking laugh at me. Never happened. These aren't meltdowns. These aren't meltdowns. I've been on this since the second it happened. Well, before it happened. I knew that Fukushima had fucking problems in 97 and 94. But this never happened at Mayak. This never happened at 3 Mile Island. This never happened at Santa Susana. This never happened at fucking Chernobyl. This is the mother of all fucking meltdowns. 3 full blown out nuclear meltdowns pushing in the Pacific Ocean. Everybody just laughed. And I remember a guy and his daughters used to sit around and watch my videos and I talk to them. They just laugh. And, well, you know, it never happened, Kevin, the one daughter tells me. One of the daughters is dead from leukemia and the dad's fighting for his life right now. That's what always everybody told me. Well, Kevin, we don't believe you. You don't believe that these are full blown out meltdowns at Fukushima? No. Judge said so. You don't believe there's a byproduct for that? For every action, there's a reaction. That's the most fundamental fucking philosophy, fucking reality in the history of all things. So you're telling me 3 full blown out nuclear meltdowns. We've never had one nuclear fucking full blown out meltdown. Chernobyl was a partial fucking core that blew up that day and entombed in fucking 88 days. These are full blown out fucking meltdowns. Burrowed into the fucking earth, into the Pacific Ocean. MOX fuel in Unit 3 blown all over fucking smithereens. Fucking hundreds of thousands of fucking tons of spent fucking fuel and spent cores fucking active, blown all over. Into the Pacific Ocean. Tide pools collapsed, die. All coincidence in 2012. The starfish go. The salmon collapsed 90%. The whales are fucking going. COVID-19, another coincidence. New York Times breaks the solemn oath. Fuck Anderson Vanderbilt does he sleep at night? He knows. They were briefed. I heard it thousands of times by thousands of people. All over, everywhere. Not to mention the slander. Think about the blackwashing. Fucking people faking my cancer when I got a central line when my chest split wide open. In a fucking ICU unit. Going in and out of a fucking coma. Well, this is it. You think this is a historic day? I was thinking it was 2/12 because that's such an important day because that was the San Onofre shutdown hearing. Was this day, 2/12, 2013. Remember they arrested me when I was due to speak, and you know, I did that great interview all over San Diego, the Los Angeles News. It was everywhere, and then the big bear fucking shooter, cop killer, was captured that day, just flooded the market. So we didn't get up then. But I knew that was the day. Kathy Iwani, there's a great picture with her and I. She's so paramount on that. She was in Fukushima, Japan. I remember telling her that day, standing there saying, you know, it's over. I could feel it. The nuclear energy's over today. They'll never shut down, Kev. I said, yeah, they will. You know, she was the school teacher. She got the final bulb across the line. Yeah, it's over. I can sense it. That was 7 fucking years ago. Today. It's been too fucking hard. Had to be done. My work's out there. It's a research PhD on a thing now, on a thing. Not a person. I'm a thing that people can go back in and research and say, there it is. There it is. I mean, so well done. What's left? I mean, Google's fucking knocked out so much of my fucking data off my pop-ups, off their own software. You think I'll get one fucking single apology from anyone? I don't know how to react, to be honest with you. I must feel numb. You know, I'm a very passionate, emotional person. I don't know how to react. It's fucking heartbreaking. How many people this has fucking killed? How many animals this has killed? I like the seals. I kind of go since I was a little boy. I love the seals. I'm there. I remember being Blue Hearts on Valentine's Day at Avalava Joe. Remember that? And that whole family of seals, they'd come right up there and visit with me. You know, how many of those have died? How much Fukushima that killed? What did I remember when being in handcuffs, full of cancer, in California, on the beach standing next to a 60,000 pound fucking gray whale, because I wrote Fukushima killed me on it in its own blood and roar. And the hypocrites called the cops on me, and when they come in and cut it up with a chainsaw, woman tells me, fuck Kevin Lynch, you're crazy. Number one, these are not fucking meltdowns, it's a hydrogen blast over there, and even if it was, radiation cannot kill a 60,000 pound whale. ISIS never said radiation did. Fucking starved to death. I used my line. What did the starfish in the tide pool say to the 60,000 pound whale? Fukushima killed my food. The 60,000 pound gray whale replied, we too ate the same thing. I remember when the powers that be come and unhandcuffed me. Both times. Because Kevin Lynch, you haven't done anything wrong. We should be giving you some kind of award. I says, yeah. I don't know. I guess my reward's my life. You know, think about the people that have passed. It's hard to live in. I read Dorothy Day's book. You know, about what all that work I did with Megan Rice. In Oak Ridge, Tennessee. One chapter in her book. Being the true, real fucking activist. The slander, the hate, the attacks. The hardest part is learning to fucking live in poverty. I've never had to do that until now. 10 years. It's hard. Especially when they had the life that I had. Frogs have been boiled nicely. All these years later. How do any of them look fucking themselves in the fucking mirror? Now one politician is still mentioning it. New York Times. The earthquake happens. It's almost the 10th coming up on this month, the 10th anniversary of the 3 nuclear energy meltdowns at Fukushima. The first time it's been said. I know. A big thing that people in the future can just research. Because it's all there. You know, 7,000 videos later, it's all there. You know, it'll take people, teams to go through it and get it, but you know, all the good information, all of it's there. It's been well documented. It's probably the greatest documented PhD in fucking, well, no doubt, in human history. You hypothesized the knowledge, I hypothesized all of this, including the fires, including COVID. You know, Einstein said, you ever unleash this fucking through meltdown, which has never happened till now, he said it will fucking mutate and cause fucking viruses. I hypothesized every bit of it, including the fires, including the fucking drought, including the fucking 90%, every fucking word. For Hamlet and Cassandra, they got together. They had a baby. You know the story of Cassandra? Mythological. She wouldn't give her integrity away. She wouldn't give her sex away. He's like, oh yeah? Come on. Hello? I am the power. I'm not sleeping with you. I'm not giving up my integrity for you. For what? If you don't, I will curse you with being able to see the future. What kind of curse is that? No one will believe you. And your children's children. I watched you dump nuclear poison in my father's ear. I held his hand when I rolled him in a body bag. Oh, curse the spider that were born to set this right. I'll say this to New York Times, Washington Post, to all the politicians. You're going to get your turn. I got some chemo and some cancer and some pain and some fucking death and some roof for fucking me. And I have some for you. Fukushima has some for you. But you must wear yours with a difference. So curse the spite that I was ever born to set this right. 3,626 days. The New York Times breaks the Holy Grail. They break the sacred, hallowed, solemn, fucking nuclear energy crime syndicate fucking oath. They were the first to blink. Stay tuned.